Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are going to be doing a senior year / 2025 to 2026 bullet journal setup. So I will say that this might be kind of like out of the blue. Like, yes, my channel is very senior year oriented right now because I'm a senior, but I did intend for it to be like a really diverse channel with a lot of different things because I have a lot of different interests and I'd like to show all of that through my channel. So one of my biggest interests is bullet journaling, and I've been bullet journaling for a few years now, probably since like the 7th grade-ish, so like a few years. I will say I'm not really consistent. Like, I only really bullet journaled consistently for like maybe 2 years, but in general, I do love bullet journaling, and it's something that I try to pick up every year, and I try to like keep going, and sometimes it doesn't work out and sometimes it does. Last year I did have a pretty successful bullet journal year, and I decided instead of doing like a January to December bullet journal, I do like a school year bullet journal. So essentially we're going to be doing the journal from August to May with the intention that I keep up with it that far, because I don't know. I mean, what I'm doing is making it like a senior year bullet journal. One of the things on my senior year sort of like checklist was to have like a bullet journal or like a scrapbook, you know? So I'm kind of doing a combination of both. So maybe I'll do a few like scrapbook spreads on here too, because I love scrapbooking, but I never scrapbook enough to have like a journal set aside specifically for scrapbooking, which is why I thought that if I had like a journal and just like, I'm not going to call it a bullet journal, I'm just calling it like a journal in general, like it'd be really cool because I can do kind of a combination of bullet journaling and also scrapbooking in one journal. So it's going to be kind of like a senior scrapbook and senior year bullet journal at the same time. So like we'll have the themed months, but within the months, like depending on what happens, like I'll also do a few scrapbook pages, and I think it'll come out super cute that way. To make it a little more clear, I am doing like typical bullet journals, like spreads, like a typical theme with like the calendar, the habit trackers, the mood trackers, all of that. And in addition to that, like every month I'll also have a few pages where I just scrapbook based off of like specific senior events. Like, for example, for August, I'm gonna do some like first day of school, second day of school type journal spreads, you know? Yeah, I hope you guys are getting the gist of what I'm getting at with this. Another thing that I wanted to mention, I'm not sure if I mentioned this later on in my setups, but I really wanted to make sure that every theme for this year, considering it's a senior year journal and not like a year-long journal, I want to make sure that each theme is like somewhat personalized. So each like monthly theme sort of has a little bit of a personal touch. Most of them are pretty vague, so like you guys can still use the theme, just like each of them sort of has some sort of inside joke or meaning to me, which I kind of will talk about in some of them I might not. But yeah, I will say I do have a few senior year specific like spreads, so you guys can obviously like take inspiration from that, use it for something else, or you can just like ignore them completely, whatever floats your boat, you know? But yeah, I think that's it. Without further ado, let's get on to the setup. Okay guys, so it's voiceover me, I guess, so let's get started. So obviously I went for a very purple color theme because purple is my favorite color, and it's my senior year. I just wanted it to be super purple and pretty. So for this cover page, I decided to do this like plaid theme as the kind of background. I guess I wouldn't call it plaid, more like a picnic basket theme. And I also went with stars, which I thought was super cute. I will say that the entire theme sort of came out looking very much like Olivia Rodrigo's Sourcore. Maybe that's just because like everyone so heavily associates purple with Olivia Rodrigo. I mean, that wasn't my intention, but like, no hate, I mean, it's cute. So I think it came out super cute. I just wrote senior and 2025 to 2026 because I am doing this journal for all of senior year instead of like doing like a full year, like January to December. I'm doing August to May, so 10 months really. And I'm hoping this journal will be like long enough for that. I left a lot of space at the bottom so I could add a little Polaroid, and then I picked some little washi tapes that were perfect. It was this like purple to white gradient washi tape that had stars on it. I'll try to link all the materials below, but I did use like a huge assortment of markers, so it might be a little difficult. And I just wrote my name at the top and then my number as well, but I did that off camera just in case it gets like lost at school or something. I want people to be able to give it back to me, you know. Now, this this next page, you guys have probably seen this in other journal setups. This is the grid spacing page. It's kind of hard to explain. I know a lot of other people have like full videos on it, so if you want to watch those, you can, or if you want me to make one, I can. This is the only page I really like completely penciled out before going in with the markers, because it takes a little more than just intuition. So essentially this page is just a place where you can go back to see like what measurements you need for each box. So I have like thirds, halves, and fourths. That way anytime I need to make like a box that's like 3 by 4, I can go back and I can just count how many spaces it is in the grid spacing page, and then I can like make my spread based off of that. And then I just added grid spacing, like the title and the little star doodles and the washi tape as well. Okay, so the next few pages are all pretty repetitive. They're kind of the same like format, just different like themes, I guess. So I'm doing the same like picnic basket plaid sort of pattern as the header. I mean, it's really easy to do, and it comes out looking super cute, so I think it came out super cute. I'm going to talk more about the actual pages later on, but essentially I'm just doing the same header for all of them, and then I'm using the same 2 colors. I'm just alternating between this purple mild liner and this other purple highlighter. I don't remember the exact brand, but again, if I can, I'll try to list all the materials below. Okay, so super random little tidbit. As I'm rewatching the video, I just realized how many times I said picnic basket instead of picnic blanket. So I meant the picnic blanket pattern, not a picnic basket. Okay. I also did accidentally forget to add numbers to the grid spacing page, so here I am doing it. So now a little more about the actual pages. This page is a goals and accomplishments page. Pretty self-explanatory. It's just a place where I can write down all the goals I have for this school year and all the accomplishments that I want to keep track of. I separated into 2 categories. I have personal and academic. In my previous journal, I had like 4 or 5 categories, but I thought 2 was enough this time around, and I really like how simplistic yet cute it looks. This next page, again, same sort of format. This is the TV shows and movies page, as well as the webtoons and song artists page. This is essentially just like a things to check out page if you guys have ever seen that in other journal spreads. I just put things based off of my personal interests, so I have like music and webtoons, TV shows, movies. You could also do like books or something else depending on that. And I just have like 2 little like subcategories or like highlights below the header. I have the name and basically just if I finished it or not. Now again, pretty self-explanatory, same layout as the last pages. I have a wish list page for things I want to buy and a gift list or a gift ideas page for gifts I want to give to other people. These ones just have a few more like subcategories or like things under the header. The wish list has a name, the price, and if I bought it or not, and the gift ideas has the name, who I intend to give it to, and the price, and if I bought it or not. And then on the next page, I have my K-pop blog. This is kind of just like a little fun page. I did this in my last journal. It's essentially just a place where I can keep track of all the current groups I'm into, like all my favorite songs by them, my bias and stuff, and also just like any new groups I get into. Now this next page is the one I was definitely looking forward to the most. This is my senior year checklist page. Now I've actually been formulating the actual like checklist since like the beginning of summer, and it has like over 60, which is why I did 2 pages. I will say I ended up only using 1 page, but I think it's good to have like the other page just in case I want to add more stuff later on, because I definitely will. But I also will have a little in the final flip through. You guys can totally pause and use my senior year checklist if you like as a template for your own. I will say a lot of my things on my checklist are like my school specific, so not everything might apply to you, but I think it's still a pretty good general list. And I went ahead and added a lot of stickers to this page. I feel like I haven't really utilized stickers as much, and I got this new sticker book for my birthday, and I really wanted to use all the little cutesy purple stickers that were in it. Now this next page, I'm not even gonna lie, I kind of like had to think about this page. I wasn't really sure how to format this, but this is essentially a countdown to graduation page. Again, some of these things might not apply to everyone, but since this is my senior year journal, I did do a lot of senior year specific things. So essentially I created 10 boxes because that's how many months I have left until I graduate, which is just crazy. But I did like a 3x3, and then I made like the May box a lot larger at the bottom. That way I could separate that into weeks. Now I'm not completely sure how I'm gonna like actually fill in the boxes yet. Like originally I was kind of thinking like maybe I can color them in, but that didn't really work, especially because I did the like same like plaid picnic basket like pattern as the headers for each of the months, so that didn't really work. And then I was like, maybe I can like fill each page with like a star or like a few stars every time, and that could be a cute idea. I'm not really completely sure. I guess I'll figure that out later on, but I think for now like I'm probably just gonna like cross out the months as they pass. But yeah, I just alternated between like 3 or 4 colors. I think I did 5 colors actually, and it came out super cute. Now, as I previously mentioned, I did split the bottom box into 5 like mini boxes so that I could have a different box for each week, just because the May countdown I feel like is a lot more anticipatory than the like other months. So I did that, and overall this page came out super cute. I think it's actually one of my favorite pages just because of how like pretty and colorful it is. And obviously I had to add a little star doodles as well. Now this is the final page of the setup. I decided to do a little letter to my future self type page. I've never done this before in a bullet journal, but I thought it would be really cute just because it's my senior year and I feel like it's really momentous. I don't know. I haven't actually wrote the letter yet, if I'm being honest, but I just made out the page. I glued a little letter on there. I like decorated the little heart sticker. I made it more purple and pretty to match the theme, and obviously added the little star doodles around it. But overall this page came out super cute, and I'm also really excited to write my letter. I'm gonna write it like the week before school starts, so like next week, just so that it's like a little more like nostalgic when I look back at it after senior year is finished. is the final setup flip through. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and this theme. It was so much fun to do and I literally love how it turned out. I hope you guys were able to take something from this video and find some inspiration. I think it turned out really cute and I hope you guys think so too. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching again, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye y'all!